Okay, this for Sagittarius or whoever's watching. I'm just going to pull some cards. I'm waiting for our Amazon package, so if you hear, you may be fixing to hear Max go off if they arrive while I'm recording, so I figured I would, warn you before you hear him barking because he may scare the shit out of you. I've had that happen before. I'll be doing like a reading and you guys will be like, oh god, when that dog started barking, it scared the shit out of me. Let's see. I was coming towards Sagittarius, whoever's watching. Oh, anchor. Okay. So when it comes to like finances, it looks like you guys are anchored in or whatever you're working on. There could also be a stable relationship showing up here. Somebody could also feel like you're their anchor. Or you could also feel like somebody weighs you down. Ooh, but I think this is money. So let's look. This talks about money. And then this tree, I think, also talks about like money, finances being stable. Like whatever you're working on is like rooted into the ground. Okay. So I like this energy because the anchor is grounded. The tree is grounded. I see a car outside. I'm trying to see if it's Amazon. It might be. I don't know if it's a neighbor or Amazon, but whatever you're working on is grounded. I see a lot of stability here coming towards you guys. Ooh, lady. This is the lady card where she looks like she's bougie. So you guys could be coming into some money, getting an upgrade here. Because there's two lady cards. And as you see, this one's like, she looks like she's really well-to-do. So whatever y'all got going on financially looks amazing here. You could also, like, have family coming for Christmas. Like, maybe your mom's coming or something. Because that tree reminds me of family, too. You could be getting gifts. Some of you guys could be getting some jewelry. Oh, there they are. Hold on. Okay. So like I said, some of you guys could be, your mom could be coming, or maybe you're the mom. Family's coming. Like I said, some of you guys could be getting jewelry or something. I don't know. I see that she has jewelry, so it kind of reminded me of that. But what else is coming towards them, Spirit? Oh, good Lord. Such a beautiful reading. Then we gotta throw in the snake there. So some type of snake energy around. And then dog. So the dog talks about like a friend, a loyal friend. But since it's with a snake, it makes me wonder if somebody could be kind of pretending to be a friend and is not. So hold on. I'm going to pull another one. Hold on. Well, good Lord. Okay. So the fox reminds me of like a feminine energy. I feel like you guys could be this fox energy, outsmarting that snake. It's kind of like whoever's coming towards you, you already know like what these people's character are. So it's not like you're surprised by this. And then we have clover. Some type of good luck coming, serendipity. And then man. Ooh. Man with a child. So there could be somebody coming towards you here. There's some type of man coming towards you. This person could have like a child. Or maybe you have a child with them. I don't like the whip card in between though. Because that whip card talks about like doing something repeatedly. I guess it could also be somebody who's like works out a lot. Maybe they have a good physique or something like that. But it also talks about like anger and making somebody like pay for something. And we have garden, which is like can be a narcissistic energy. And then we have flowers. So there could be somebody coming in for Christmas or this week that wants to give you a gift or something. But I would just be kind of leery of that. Like I said, I feel like you're this fox energy, so you kind of already know what time people are on. Let's pull on the snake. We're going to see who the snake energy is. We'll pull on this person too, I guess, since they had that whip energy. So Spirit, who is this snake energy that they need to know about that's coming towards them? Who is this snake energy? Three of Pentacles. Somebody who wants to work with you. But look, he's bringing a gift. Hey, that person has like a gift or something in their hand with a flower. And then we have Death. And the Fool. Is this somebody you had an ending with? Like they went off on their own or something? See, the dog is watching that person. Like, where the hell are you going? And the dog was with the snake. Is there a snake in this picture? It almost looks like that could be a snake on that pole holding that bag on, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a vine. This card talks about, the Fool card talks about, they don't know where the hell they're going. They just know they can't go backwards. And then the back of the Hierophant. And then the Nine of Swords. Oh, so this is somebody you, either they turned their back on you, or you turned your back on them. They thought they were going to go off somewhere that was lovely, but it wasn't. This is also somebody who's like not morally right. Because the back of the Hierophant is somebody who's like, I believe, doing something shady in this deck. And then the Nine of Swords in this deck is somebody who's like stressed out and they're like taunted. You see that shadow over there in the corner? So this is somebody who's like having anxiety, having worry. They could be worried about something they did. Maybe they did something to you. Maybe they snaked you. Oh, okay. So we have the snake and the dog. You were loyal. What a dipstick. Okay. So this is somebody who you were loyal to them. You were the dog. And because in this deck, the dog is loyal. It's a trustworthy friend or companion. And so it's kind of like, oh, you were the gift. Oh, okay. So you were like the gift that like God, the universe gave this person. And I guess they thought they could do better or something. So they ended things with you. Well, so they left you. And then you're looking at them like, you're this dog. And you're like, where are you going, stupid? Like, where are you going? So they don't even know where the hell they're going. They're just being foolish. So they're off to the races on a new journey. They think, okay, they think they're following the guidance of God. But they were not, because it's the back of the Hierophant, meaning they're not listening to the right voice, because the back of the Hierophant is doing something like unethical. They could have also thought you didn't know what you were talking about, because you see the baby with the key. So they could have thought that, you know, when you're trying to, oh look, there is a snake right there on the thing he's holding. Okay. So this person was listening to the snake instead of listening to a higher power, instead of actually listening to God. And they thought, when you're like trying to tell them like, okay, you're going down the wrong path, they just thought you were this child energy, didn't know what you're talking about. And then that fruit is like rotting there. So wherever they went somewhere where there's no prosperity, there's no like growth. The fruit is bad. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Swords. They got to wherever they were going, and they're like, oh shit, this is a nightmare. And they're looking out that window where there was the sun, and they're just like thinking like, man, where I just came from, which was you, Because see, the sun is over here in the windows where you're at. And so you can see the sun in the windows here, and then the sun in their window here. And this person's looking out their window at the sun, and they're stressed to the max because they're thinking like, man, I should have stayed over where the sun was. That's where my happiness was. And there could be like an ancestor or somebody who's like standing there watching them like, hey, stupid, I told you not to do that. Like, I told you not to snake Sagittarius. That was like a horrible idea. And you're the fox energy. So you knew, because the fox is very smart and very cunning. The fox knew where this person was headed. But you're also embodying like the dog energy, because this person's now realizing not only were you highly intelligent with the fox energy, you were also the dog energy, very loyal. And so they're like, man, I just literally snaked one of my only people who was really loyal to me. So whoever the snake is got in their ear and tempted them to go down the wrong path. Yeah, because look, we have the Two of Cups, a loyal companion, loyal friend, and then the shadow side of the Lovers, and then the Four of Cups. So this person, they got tempted by some type of karmic or some type of bad relationship advice. Because it's the shadow side of the Lovers, meaning it was not, whoever they went to, it was not brought to them by a higher power. It was brought to them by the snake, the devil energy. And so now they're like upset because they realized the only loyal friend that they really had, or lover, like soulmate that they had, they really did dirty. Like, they kicked all those cups over. And now they're in some like fake relationship. Wow. And then here goes the Magician with the Temperance. So they did this to like an earth angel. You were the gift. You were the earth angel. They literally rejected an earth angel. And then went with some shadowy fake relationship. Dang. And you're somebody who's highly intelligent. Like, this person could have thought that, like I said, they didn't think you knew what you're talking about. Like, when it comes to knowledge, or when it came to like seeing the future or something. You're very talented with the Magician and the angel. You're somebody who manifests things really easy too. Yeah, look, Seven of Cups. And so now they're just like waiting. This person was like under a lot of confusion, and they were trying to figure out which cup to pick. And they picked wrong. And now they're like in murky waters. A lot of confusion. They're in the dark. They're like, yeah, look, the backside of the Four of Wands. So they're in a fake relationship. So this person didn't listen to the guidance of God. And now they're in some fake ass relationship. So the cup that they picked now has them stressed out and having anxiety, because they're like, oh, this isn't even where I want to be. Wow. What a piece of crap. So this person, we have the Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So they lied to you. They deceived you. They were holding back this information about this fake relationship. So they was working on this relationship while they were still talking to you. So you and this other person were in the picture at the same time, but you didn't know it because they were hiding it. Now, and this is also somebody who's very greedy. So they're very materialistic. They could have thought this person had more than you or something. But now, the thing is, they're realizing they're somewhere they don't want to be. So now they're fixing to snake that third party, or whoever that is, the fake relationship, and get the hell out of it. Like, you can tell that they're planning how to get away from whoever they're in a relationship with. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So it's like this person also thought they was really hurting you or whatever, but they didn't. They just hurt themselves. And now they're all freaked out having that anxiety. Because see, look, they tried to hurt you. Look at all those swords. But you escaped. You're like, ha, nice try, bitch. Maybe next time. So this person is just, they're like their own worst enemy here. And they don't have discernment at all. They don't have discernment. And you were trying to tell them, like, I think maybe you even called them out on this. Maybe you found out about this person. But you knew they were headed in the wrong path. But they wouldn't listen to you. They thought they knew better than you. Yeah, Nine of Wands. And so now they're all beat up and shit. They're like, oh, well, that was stupid. Look how beat up that dude is. Like, he has, like, a freaking, his eyes are all bruised up and shit. He's got a bandage on his head and stuff. So now he's, like, all beat up. And he's like, man, I really picked wrong. I feel, like, wore out. It's kind of like, whoever this is, he or she thought they won the battle, but they didn't win the war. And you can see that over here with the Ten of Swords. They thought they won some type of war, but they didn't. And so now they feel all like butt hurt and beat up and shit here. Like they done went to battle. But I think they was beating themselves up. This is the problem. Yeah, now we have the Hanged Man. They're just stuck. They're like, son of a bitch. I went to battle. I went down the wrong path. And now I'm just like strung up here. I'm in the Hanged Man position. And so this person's had a lot of time to think. So they're in this Hanged Man position and they're thinking of everything they did to you. Everything, how they brought the third party in the picture. And then now the holidays are coming up and so it's even worse. They're like, man, I could be over there with Sagittarius or whoever you are watching and really having a good time. But instead I'm over here with some lop, you know, that I thought was better than Sagittarius and they're just not. So this person is in this Hanged Man position now, feeling stuck. Yeah, look, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. Somehow this person watches you, because you see the Two of Pentacles on this deck, like those people are watching this person. But I also feel like these are like this person's friends and family. They're like looking at this person juggling all this crap they got going on. And they're just like, what are you doing? Like, you know, what the hell are you doing? But like I said, I also feel like this person's watching you somehow too. Like, trying to spy on you, see what you got going on. But their little juggling act did not work. Two of Swords. And so you went into this energy of needing to protect yourself physically and spiritually. Because in this deck, that's what it talks about. So you knew this person was juggling you. And so you went into the position of, okay, I'm facing to block you and I'm going to protect myself. And you knew there was a storm coming. So I feel like you knew this storm was coming before it even showed up. And probably like a month ago, I did a reading and it showed an oracle card about the eye of the storm. And like in the extended, it said something about there's a storm coming. And that you'll be okay as long as you stay in the center of the storm. Meaning like, you know, stick to yourself, like stay out of the way, like stay close to your guides and God and stuff like that. You knew this was coming. And I think you tried to warn this person. I think you tried to tell them like, look, you are going down the wrong path. And if you go down that path and you go to a different timeline and get out, because you and this person were on the same timeline. Meaning you were meant to do life together. And it would have been a really good life together. Because you were the gift that God gave to this person. Because you were the earth angel. This person didn't see that. They thought that you didn't know what the hell you were talking about. And so the devil put another option in front of them to see if they would take the bait. And they did. And now they're on the wrong timeline. And it's kind of like driving down the highway. And you accidentally, like you get over into the other lane to oncoming traffic. And you're like, oh shit. And then you have to hurry and get back in the right lane. This person didn't do that. they got in the wrong lane and kept going. And that was complete destruction. So that's what happened. This person got in the wrong lane and did not correct themselves. I feel like had this person so say if they went to the third party and within like the first couple days or week, they're like, man, this is wrong. Because this person knew. There was multiple opportunities this person had to listen to God, to listen to a higher power and say, man, what you're doing to Sagittarius is wrong. What you just did was wrong, man. They did not listen. So now this person's on the path to destruction. So you're over here protecting yourself. Knight of Pentacles. So they're going to slowly mosey their way back over to you. And in this deck, it talks about this knight is somebody who like takes orders. They're like a has-been. They could have at one point been really important in life, but now they just have like a couple pieces of wheat stock or something to remember their glory days. So it's kind of almost like this person forgot, like maybe they're older than they used to be, you know, like maybe this person's in their late 40s or something, I don't know. Or however old they are. They're too damn old to be making dumb decisions. This person's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not all that. Maybe this just wasn't the right move. Like, so now they're going to mosey back over your way. Yeah, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, what a dipstick. So they left the Ten of Pentacles. You turned your back on them. So this is somebody, they could have had the Ten of Pentacles with you. Card talks about this couple. They've been through like hell and back or something together, and they stuck together through it all. But it's funny because on the other side, there was like a man with a dog. So now it's just you and your own loyalty by yourself. But it came out like this. So this person could have had the Ten of Pentacles with you. They were meant to stick with you. That's where like the land of milk and honey would have been. It was with you. But they chose wrong. Yeah, the sun, you were their happiness, Leo energy. See, this person's realizing the error of their ways. Three of Wands. They're waiting. This person's like waiting for you to return. You know what? This person could be so egotistical that they literally could have thought that they could go off with a third party and then they could come back to you. You'd be waiting. Because you're like this child. Like they look at you as this child energy. Again, there's something about the child energy. Oh, so the man, the whip, and the child. They were like punishing you with this third party. Almost as if you were like their child or something. Like, oh, well, I'm going to teach them a lesson. So this could definitely be a narcissist you're dealing with. Because I see twice now, well, 3 times, they look at you as child energy. Like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, Sagittarius. But you're highly intelligent. You were the fox energy. How funny. So this dipstick thinks you're waiting for them. That they can just go do whatever and you'll be waiting for them. Oh, yeah, and then here they come with the apology. So they're taking their damn time about doing this. They're taking their time about coming in and apologizing to you. Eight of Swords, yeah, because they're all in their head. This person is really in their head about having to come back. Yeah, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Wands. They know that you quit giving to them. Like, you chose to quit giving to them. Yeah, then we have the Page of Wands. It's interesting. There's 2 pages here. Ace of Pentacles. It's like you were offering them something. But they chose to go chase their passions instead. Because the Page of Cups is holding like a little cup of love. And then the Page of Wands is like their tail's lit on fire with some type of like passion here. And then we have the Five of Wands, the eruption. Oh, so they may owe you some money or something too. But there's something here about like the passion. Like I can see it's like this is a fire. This is about to like this person is like they're trying to come back to apologize and offer you something, but they feel like they're fixing to go into battle with you. Like they know that this is going to be a fight. Yeah, so they're trying to figure out exactly how to go about doing this. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So it's like there's some type of wish here. This person's being stalked by a spirit. I can see it here. Because in the Nine of Swords, there was like some shadowy figure staring down at this person. And oh, their shadow self talked him into this. But I also see that this is like wherever they went, they thought it was wish fulfillment, but it's not. It's the backside of the star, because this is a star. So like whatever they were tricked into, it wasn't what they really wanted. But I can't help this sense that there's some type of like ancestor or somebody haunting this person. But look, I feel like when they come toward you, you're just going to ignore them. You're like, bitch, you set that fire. You go put it out yourself. Because you see how he's just like done. Like, this is how you feel. You're like, I have done all I can do in this situation. I tried to help you. You didn't want to listen. You wanted to go your own way. And I'm not putting any more of your fires out. Because this is somebody who has probably done this in the past. They constantly were probably bringing like drama and competition and chaos into the relationship. And you probably used to go in and like put the fire out for them. Oh yeah, because look, see how she has like she's pouring water out, okay? And then here he comes. He or she comes after ghosting you. They appear. They're like, Sagittarius, can you help me put this fire out? And in the past, I feel like you would grant their wish. Max. He's like dreaming. Max is sick of this person's shit too, whoever they are. Let's have Max call in for Christmas. Anyway, you used to like grant this person's wish and help them. Like, you would put these fires out for this person because you were loyal. You were somebody who was really like loyal to this person. So they are hoping that they're like, hey, can you come help me put this fire out? And this time you're like, no, I'm not putting shit out. Because this card talks about like this person, they're done. Like it's to the point where it's their mental health and physical health could be affected if they intervene. So Spirit's like telling you, do not help this person. Yeah, and look at them. They're over here. We have the Judgment, which I can't show you because these people are naked. But this person feels like judged, okay? But they are returning. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Wherever they went, they're not bearing any fruit. Like I said, with that Hierophant, the back of the Hierophant, that apple was rotting. It was like brown. But look, so whatever they went to, it's just like death, destruction. They're not bearing anything. They're probably losing money, losing finances. It's just not a prosperous place to be. Yeah, and then we have the Hermit. Oh, they don't like, that's why they love too. Because you expose them. You see how the Hermit is holding a light to that snake in the egg? You were like, hey, you're like a snake. So when they come back, that's going to be like your thought process. You're going to be like, hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing, little snake? Are you back? What are you doing back? You want me to put your fires on again? And you're going to be like, hell no, you're not doing it this time. Because in the beginning, you see how you were the temperance with the magician? So the magician is the beginning. That's the number one. The Hierophants, or the hermit, is the number 9. So this is the magician, but it's him at an older age. It says heavy hangs the head of those who wears the crown. You have all the knowledge. And so this person, when they come back and they slither back into your garden and shit, you're going to hold this lantern up to the snake and you're going to say, I'm not as dumb as you thought I was. Because they think you were a child. They thought you were just a magician. Because the magician, like I said, is the beginning stages. The hermit is at the ending stages. So when the snake slithers back, you're going to be like, oh, I'm a lot smarter than you thought, huh? Because you've already learned. You've learned all your lessons with this person. So this cycle is complete. There's nothing else to do with this person but to shine the light on them when they slither back. Be like, maybe you're going to turn the porch light on or something and be like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Like, but you already know their tricks. You know their schemes. And I think the most thing that this person fears the worst, because they're very egotistical, is the words, I told you so. Like, they don't want to hear that from you. And then we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So is this a new love? Could be a Virgo. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Let's see here. We got the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, okay. So no, this is still the same person. The King of Pentacles can be very materialistic. So this person went somewhere where they thought that there would be more materialistic things. But like I said, they get over there and they realize it wasn't worth it. They're not prospering. Because now we have the Devil and the World. And the World has her titty out in the picture. It's showing the front side of the World, not the back. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and flip her backwards because it doesn't show her titty there. But I'm going to show you. So these two came out. The Devil and the World. So now, this isn't good because the Devil is facing you. I wish what had happened before is the Devil, like in this deck, like when his back is turned to you, that means that the Devil's focusing on something else. So at one point, this person was focusing on the other person, the third party. But now, their focus is on you. So this lets me know that the Devil is now back. That you're fixing to be confronted by this person. And I feel like it's a narcissist. So they're now facing you. You're fixing to be face to face with this person. Maybe this week. But yeah, they're coming. So their attention is back on you. They could be watching you online too. Yeah, and here they come. The King of Wands. And then the Page of Pentacles. He has the snake with him. So now the snake has turned into a little bitty snake. Now it's a damn anaconda. So he has done literally taken on some type of spirit that could be with him. It could be so when you see like snakes, crocodiles, stuff like that, it could be the spirit of Leviathan or something, however you say that. This is in there. I have these other little black cards that talks about the narcissist, the snake with the girl, and the snake is wrapping itself around the girl, and it says narcissistic relationship. But this person has nothing to offer you. There's nothing in their little cup there. Okay, so they're coming to you, but it's funny they showed the back of the King of Wands instead of the front. And I know the reason they're showing you the back is because that's the side that shows the anaconda snake that this person has with him. So it's like he's not only coming, he's also coming with the same spirit that like it's gonna try to wrap itself back around you. Because wherever they went, they weren't getting fed right. This is somebody who, like, you were their main supply. Like, you fed this person really good. Wherever they went, they weren't getting that from this other individual. So Spirit's like warning you of this person coming back. Lovely, isn't it lovely? You know what's funny though? I want to pull on this fox energy, just for shits and giggles, because I really believe it's you. But you're really prosperous. You have a lot of good going on over there, because you had like the tree and the fish and the anchor. You were this person's anchor. Like, you were their rock. Like, you were their stability. So tell us about the fox. I believe the fox is you, but I just want to see. Also, they just said too, for some of you guys, this could be a new person, but has the same spirit attached to it. So be careful about that. Like, you could have literally gotten out of one relationship with a narcissist, and this spirit that is attached to these narcissists is trying to get back in your life, but with a new body. So be very mindful of that, because you could think, well, I'm not taught, nobody from my past is coming back. And so I just heard Spirit say, this could be a new person, but it has the same spirit attached to it. So be careful of that. So who is the fox? Who is the fox energy? Oh, look. Look. So we have the strength. And in this card, it's the Empress sitting on the lion, staring at the devil, the lion. So you're sitting on this lion, and you know exactly who this is. You're like, oh, hello, Lucifer. So you're the fox. You're 10 steps ahead of this person, or this spirit. You know this spirit really well. You sense it in people. Even if it's not the same person, you know. And so they're coming to tempt you. Again. So temptation is coming. Wow. Yeah, this is that person that was like waiting on you. And they're having anxiety and stress because I don't think you came back. You're very strong. You didn't take the bait. You're like, I'm not going back this time. I'm not dealing with you. Because look, it's the 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords. They're waiting for you. You didn't come. So the more you hold back and the more you fight the temptation of this person, the more stressed out they get, the more anxiety they get. And so it's like, you're this now. You've completely defeated it. There is no devil. It's just you and the lion now. Yeah, 3 of Cups. There they go. There they are with their damn 3 of Cups. You're like, go back over there to wherever you came from here. It's the third party. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. You know what? Now this just took a turn. I thought the fox was you guys. You know who it is? The third party. Wow. Oh my, this just took a turn. Now, do you guys remember my last Friday where I did the extended and it talked about a Pisces? Whoever they're dealing with seen the devil in this person. And the third party knows instinctively that they're waiting for you to come back. So I thought the fox was you guys. Oh my God. So you know that you outsmarted this person, but there's a twist. The third party ain't no dummy either. And I picked up on that in the that Friday reading with the extended. There's somebody here, this third party that they went to, and it's some type of feminine, it could be male, flip it if you're a male, that whoever it is, they're water in their chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I believe it's a Pisces. But whoever this is, they're starting to think what this person did to you. Because somehow they know about you, probably because the narcissist, you know how they are. They like to gossip. They like to talk. This third party's starting to look at this person and figure them out. So the fox it usually is like a feminine energy, I think. And she's cunning. So one or two things. I guess he or she could have tempted this person. And they took the bait. But I feel like this third party is catching on. Like they're starting to figure something out. Or maybe this person that you were dealing with is starting to realize that who they are dealing with is not as innocent as they proclaim. One of the two. Oh, wow. Whatever it is, they're fixing to get hit with karma. The shadow side of the Eight of Wands. Ooh-wee. Whoever this, and I picked up on this. This person is being, like, the third party is being warned. Because Pegasus is God in this deck. Like, that horse up there, that unicorn thing, that's Pegasus. And it's God. If you research Pegasus, it's God. So God is warning this third party, and I think whoever you were dealing with. And they're saying, hey, look, if you better get out of Dodge, because what's fixing to hit this person is not going to be anything you want to be involved with. So whoever the third party is, their spirit is is not resting. Like they know something's not right. And I think they're looking at this person like, well, if they betrayed Sagittarius this bad and are gossiping and slandering Sagittarius this bad, what are they going to do to me when I'm out of the picture? Or are they going to do this to me next? You better be correct. It's correct. That's what your future is if they stay with this person. So karma is coming. Yeah, and then we have the Six of Cups. This is the side of Six of Cups where somebody is like looking down on somebody. I feel like this, again, I feel a heavy presence of like God or spirit looking down over this couple or over this situation. Because look how he's on the balcony and he has his arms on his hips. Like he's like, I see you. I see what you're doing here. So it's like the past is haunting these people. And I feel like this third party also knows it's just a matter of time before this person comes back to you. If they haven't already. They probably have already been talking to you and hiding it from this person, honestly. And then we have the Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Again, there's something about watching. See, this third party is suspicious that this person's juggling them and you at the same time, and they would be correct. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys are already back talking to this person or have been in contact, and they're hiding it from this third party. So they're suspecting that. Yeah, and so they're really in their head about this. They're like trapped in their thoughts. So this person and the third party are both like stressing out like day and night. And whoever this Queen of Cups is, whether male or female, they're stressed out and worried because they feel like they're being juggled. Like they feel like they're being played, and they would be correct. Yeah. And they know that this person is fixing to come back over to you and apologize and try to get this fire put out. Because, see, you're the one that they really wanted. You were the loyal one. You were like their main supply, the one that they really wanted to be with. but the third party painted some type of an illusion for them. Oh yeah, because there's a lot of passion between you and this person, and this third party knows it. Yep, and then here they come. So this third party knows that this person has secretly been dealing with you behind their back. They're starting to catch on. So that's why they're in the fox energy. Because they're catching on that they're being played. They know that this person is very attracted to you, very passionate about you. They could have already found out this person's been coming to your house and like doing stuff with you, like sexually behind their back, still to this day. If that's going on, it's fixing to be found out. Like if it's still happening. So this third party is realizing they're being played. Yeah, and then we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and then the Moon. This person's realizing that, like, their intuition is, like, screaming at them. Like, hey, something's not right. This person's hiding something from you. And they, like, so whoever you are dealing with has been telling this third party that they're done with you. But the whole time they actually haven't been. They actually still been dealing with you the whole time. It looks like. Yeah, shadow side of the Lovers. The Devil. The Ace of Cups. So this third party was under the impression that that they had their full uninvited attention. Because you see how the Devil's focusing on the third party with the new love and then the Lovers. It's like a fake relationship. But the third party's starting to realize that they haven't had the Devil's attention the whole time. They haven't had the narcissist's attention the whole time. That they've actually, even while dealing with them, we're still somehow dealing with you, is what it's looking like. But I feel like this person's fixing to come back your way because this third party's nagging them. Like, have you been talking to Sagittarius, or has Sagittarius been trying to talk to you? Stuff like that. And so they're like, oh, I can't deal with this. I'm just going to ditch this third party and try to go back over to Sagittarius. Because that's who they really want. Because they see you as the Empress and the Temperance. Like, you're their real wish. But what you don't realize, or you may realize, that God actually tried to set you free from this person by using this third party to get their Devil's attention on them so that you could escape. So some of you guys did. Some of you guys took the opportunity and escaped and haven't been dealing with them. Others of you are still, some of you guys are still dealing with this person. But look, this person's mask is getting struck by like the lightning of God, and their chariot breaks down, meaning they can no longer move forward because they've been found out. So this lets me know that you and the third party are both coming to the conclusion that this person is not who they say they are. And this person can no longer manipulate either one of you. Wow. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. There she is with the Dove, being at peace. And then the Knight of Swords. And then the Seven of Wands. Five of Swords. So the third party is starting to realize that they was just used as a tool to either make you jealous or to cause conflict and make the narcissist use this third party as some type of tool to hurt you, to make you jealous, to teach you a lesson. That's what we've seen with the Man, the Whip, and the Child with these cards. This person was strategically just used. There's no love here. There's no anything here. I don't even feel like they like the third party. They probably even talked bad about the third party. So it's just like This third party is also like, wait a minute, this is affecting my peace. This is affecting my stability. And so this third party is just thinking like, well, why the hell should I mess up my life, my mental peace, and my good karma, and my plush garden here for this person who's in this devil energy that's bringing nothing but chaos and drama and stress into my life. And I constantly have to wonder, are they talking to Sagittarius or whoever behind my back? So it looks like the third party is also figuring this person out. Yeah, they're realizing that this person is fixing to ghost them, or is in the process of fixing to ghost them, because this is somebody who constantly has to have another option. Like, this person likes to keep their options opened, but whoever this fox energy is with the Queen of Cups, they also are shining the light on the snake. They see this person for who they are. So it's kind of crazy. Wow. Yeah, you can see down here what's fixing to happen to this person that did this to you. They're in regret. Okay. They're heartbroken. They did an overkill on you, by the way. This is a side of Three of Swords where they did an overkill. Their manipulation tactics didn't work. Magician reverse. They thought they had a win, a victory. They did not. Very egotistical energy. Now they're in the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Magician reversed again with the Wheel of Fortune, meaning they're fixing to get hit with bad karma. And they're realizing that you was actually their happiness, and that you actually weren't the child. This person thought you was just a child and didn't know what the hell you were talking about, especially if it had anything to do with like spirituality. They didn't think you knew anything you were talking about, but you actually did. Because in this deck, this Queen of Wands is a bad mamma jamma when it comes to spirituality. She's somebody who can work with magic. And I'm not saying that you work with magic as in like you're off casting spells or any weird shit like that. You're just somebody who is connected to source. Okay, you're connected to God, the Holy Spirit, the higher realms. And she can't be replicated. In this deck, meaning nobody can replicate what she does. It just comes natural to you, whoever you are. And so this person tried to replace you, and now they realize they're not happy and that they should have stuck with you. You were the loyal one. You were the one that really loved them. And I feel like you guys could have been friends first before you were lovers or something like that. So it made it even worse. Like they betrayed their best friend or something like that. So yeah, that's what I have. But it looks like this person's coming towards you this week. Maybe because it's the holidays. I don't know. So get ready. Let's see what's coming. Is there anything coming for new love for Sagittarius? Page of Pentacles. Oh, Lord. Just be careful of the lops. I guess it must be lop season. I don't know. Just be careful. Because I see there's somebody here who's coming towards you. They could be younger than you. They don't really have a lot to offer you. They're looking at what you're building. They're in some type of lack. Eight of Pentacles. Damn it, that fell. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Okay, so not so bad. Because we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So it got better. This is somebody, okay, they could be younger than you. And they're trying to work hard to build themselves up. So they are working on themselves. This is somebody who is just not as stable as you, but they are working to correct that. Okay, so I take back my lop comment. I like to see that they're working. Knight of Cups. This could be a soulmate. Okay, this could be somebody who's very charming, very loving. Nine of Cups, some type of wish fulfillment. So you maybe have been wishing for this person. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. They could be bringing you a gift. Two of Wands, I feel like they've been watching you already. They could be at like a crossroads. Oh, okay, death reverse. So this is somebody who could still be in another relationship or something. Maybe you know them from work or a group like setting. They really like you. They want to offer you romance. So it's either one or two things. They feel like they can't completely offer it to you because they're working on themselves and they still have some like loose ends to tie up elsewhere because they're at like a crossroads. But they are coming into your energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's two different people. There's a newer energy that's younger. And then we have Diablo, the narcissist is returning to. So, yeah. Eight of Wands. Just be careful of like what you entertain to, because there's a lot of karma that is attached to people. So say you have a newer person coming towards you and they're still not out of a relationship. Don't get involved. Stay the hell away from that. This past person, they're fixing to come back because they're getting hit with really bad karma. And you don't want to be around for that shit show. Yeah, because wherever they went, it's no bueno. Yeah, they're not happy. There's no sunshine in their life because you turned your back on them. That's the Queen of Wands, the back of her. Yeah, and you're they're coming at you. They're returning this Knight of Wands. So this is a warning read. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands all coming at you. Yeah, and there's people stalking you. You know what they see? You moving on. A lot of these people feel like you don't want anything to do with them. Like, you're like, I'm not looking back. I'm headed off somewhere and I'm not looking back. Good Lord. Now we have the Knight of Swords. You can't make this shit up. Every night in the deck just came out. And this is that dipstick. The narcissist is so pissed. Maybe y'all could be dealing with a couple narcissists or something. This one's so pissed because they went and got in a fake ass relationship. And they feel stuck. So a lot of people just feel stuck. And somehow they think that you can help them out of their binds. Fuck these people. I'm just telling you, Sagittarius. Some of you guys have the ability to truly work on yourselves and work on your job, your goals, your home life, and really get ahead. And there's a lot of distractions that are going to be coming towards you here in the coming weeks or days. And I feel like if you take your focus off of what God's trying to tell you to work on, it's really going to screw you up. Because a lot of these people really don't have a lot to offer you at this time. So be careful about getting trapped in this crap with these people. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reverse. Like, these people are realizing that, like, they're not getting what they thought they were getting out of these relationships, wherever the hell they went. They're, like, in lack. And I feel like they're looking at you. A lot of people also feel like you look down on them, so be careful about that. Because you're like, you see that man standing up there and he's looking down? Like, people could think because you don't want to talk to them or you don't want to answer the door or the phone to them that you look down on them. And I don't think that has anything to do with any of it. I think just a lot of you guys have been through hell with these narcissists and you no longer want to deal with that energy. And maybe you're just trying to heal and work on yourself, because I've seen the Four of Swords, that fire is coming at you, and you're trying to tell these people, like, hey, my mental and physical health is more important than y'all. Some of you guys just have to let these people go figure their own shit out. And I know how Sagittariuses are. They literally take care of everybody. And sometimes people only call y'all when they freaking need something. So that's probably pissing a lot of y'all off. You're just probably like at your wits' end, like, move along. But yeah, there's people from your past that are coming back. Yeah, and you need to be in this Queen of Swords. Like, bitch, no. I'm not dealing with y'all. In this deck, this Queen of Swords says that she is loyal to those she loves, and that she only allows very few people to get in her circle. And once they get in her circle, she will ride to the death with them and take care of them till death. But if you cross her, it's no good. Okay, so this is what energy you're in. And if one of these dipsticks, which I see did, maybe multiple, you let this snake into your little circle and they screwed you over, and then they now have the balls or tits or whatever to come back over to your place and try to get back in your circle, they're fixing to be met with a sword. Like, I don't think y'all are playing any games with these people. So it's like, yeah. Look, yep, you were loyal to somebody here. You thought somebody really cared about you. Ooh, justice. They screwed over the wrong person. So whoever did you dirty, the scales are balancing out. And these people have to pay up for what they did. This is karma. This is justice. And you're ready. You got your sword up. You're like, I'm ready to serve y'all. And not only that, the universe is working with you to serve these people too. Yep, the back of the devil. Meaning, you're not putting up with their bullshit. If you even suspect that they're coming with some shady energy, you're going to make this, justice is going to step in, and they're going to have no choice but to turn their back and go focus their attention somewhere else, because you're not dealing with them. Yep, walking away. They're going to have to walk away. Then we got that King of Pentacles. And then the shadow side of the Lovers. Three of Swords. Yeah, a lot of these people are going to be heartbroken. They're fixing to feel what you felt. And I feel like they're going to feel really rejected, but for some reason, they're going to watch you. A lot of you guys are stepping into like your calling, what you're meant to be doing in life. And it may not be now, but sometime in the future, these people who did you dirty are going to be watching you. Because it's like you're on a stage. It always reminds me of what God told me to tell you guys, like even throughout the years, if you've been watching me. It's like God is setting a table for you in the presence of your enemies. And then it talks about surely in goodness, like he'll pour his blessings out on your cup, like in your cup. It's funny because there's something here about like the Justice card. It's like the upper worlds are going to make sure that these people who betrayed you see you be successful. It's like God is setting a stage so that they can watch you. And they're forever going to remember the loyal person that they should have stuck by, because you would have took them to that Ten of Pentacles, but they betrayed you. That's crazy. Yeah, they were, all it was about was greed. Four of Pentacles. Being greedy. Yeah, now they're burdened. So it's like their greed is catching up. So as far as new love, some of you guys are told not to be entertaining it, because a lot of these people that are coming, you're going to find out are snakes. Not all of them, but you'll know because you're the hermit now. You're very wise, so you'll be able to tell instantly who's like a snake and who's not. But a lot of these people who snaked you are now being like taunted. They're having nightmares about what they did to you. Yeah, look. And you're turning your back. You're not going to stress over it. You're turning your back, and then look. Here goes that Four of Swords. You're going to let them put out their own damn fires. You're like, nope, I'm not doing it. Some of you guys just don't even want to entertain it. And you remembered last time you picked from one of these cups, what happened? You're like, shit, I just escaped that last betrayal. I'm not even trying to look at these other damn cups. So for now, a lot of you guys are just staying over here like this. Your Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Just being at peace, being in your own garden, getting a lot of attention. But in order for one of these people, because there's 4 knights, you have options. You got people who want you. You got people who are probably messaging you, trying to get with you, but you don't want them. Because for some reason, you're in this energy right now where you know that you're just at peace with yourself and being alone. You don't need anybody. You're good alone right now. And so you're in this energy of knowing that when the time is right, you know, that the divine will bring you a true partner. But if you did just get out of a bad relationship and you haven't healed from it, do not go and get in another relationship. Because I promise you, until you've healed from that and worked on yourself and realized why you attracted that narcissist to begin with, you are literally going to meet another narcissist in a different body. That's what happens when you don't heal. You have to get on a different frequency so that you don't meet the same characters. It's like a video game. You have to complete one, level to get to the next level. And that's what I see you're doing. Like, you're completing yourself so you can get to the next level. And they say new levels, new devils. They're not lying. There's always going to be people who hate you or people who try to come for you. But you're the hermit now. You're no longer the magician. You're the hermit. You're very wise. So you've been through this, and now you have this discernment that's just untouchable. Like, you're like, I see you for who you are. Some of you guys, your gifts are going to start becoming so prominent to where you can even read minds and thoughts. You may even see like visions of people before they show up, or pay attention to like animals too, because like your guides could be using animals to help you, whether it's like stray animals or just visions of a certain animal. Like, learn what those animals mean to you so that you can know when you see them what time it is. So like I teach people, so like if the owls ever visit you at your house, you have the gift of being a seer. They'll start showing up. Even like an eagle. Like, I had an eagle show up at my house. I live in the city. They don't come in the city. I had one over my house like 4 years ago. I have video of it. I didn't understand any of this shit. I didn't know what was happening until they started teaching me. I didn't learn this from humans. I didn't even learn tarot from humans. I just learned it. So it's kind of like I just picked up the deck and they started showing me things. So it's just like, just listen to what they're telling you. A lot of you guys may not understand it, but you will. Okay? So there's my preaching for the day. Just be prepared, because I do feel like you got a lot of blessings coming. Things are looking really good for y'all financially. They're fixing to. But you got these snakes who are in your energy about to try to come back. And then you got new people that are also going to try to see what they can get away with. And it's just like, time's up. Hold on, I'm going to pause it. They're telling me to read from this deck. Hold on, I'm going to get it. Okay, I'm going to pull one of these and then be done. Waning oaths. The slow fading of promises once held sacred, now gently released into the mist. Wow. Hey, look at that. Looks like there's a bunch of chains connected to her. Number 21, so that's like a 3. Funny, that 3 is a child energy. I'm telling you, this person thought you was a child. They didn't realize. It says, once I vowed beneath the stars, with fire and breath and blood. Now those words dissolve like dawn mist, not broken, but quietly set free. You were set free. It says, waning oaths speaks to the natural, gentle fading of old commitments, soul contracts, and beliefs. These are promises of burdens that once served you, perhaps made in desperation, love, or fear, but now their power wanes like a retreating tide. This card invites you to recognize what no longer binds you, not through force, but through grace and acceptance. It is about honoring the past while allowing the old vows to dissolve, creating space for new paths and truths. And then it says, when this card appears, what promises or loyalties have you quietly lost their meaning? Which inherited beliefs or bonds are gently releasing their hold? How can you consciously welcome this soft unraveling? You are being called to step lightly into freedom, embracing the space between endings and beginnings. And then in the shadow it says, in the shadow, waning oaths may reveal resistance of letting go, holding on out of guilt, fear, or obligation. It warns against ignoring the slow erosion of old contracts and the emotional fatigue that can follow. Beware of pretending that bonds remain strong when they are already unraveling beneath the surface. Wow. So see, some of you guys, and I know Sagittarius because I am one, and I know Sagittarius isn't out here that are friends of mine. A lot of you don't like to let go of people because you're so loyal and loving that sometimes even when people do you dirty, you're so quick to forgive. They're one of the most forgiving signs too. Like, they can get in an argument with somebody and then the next day they're just over it, but the other person's not. So see, that's another danger. People hold on to resentment and then it turns into like anger and envy and good Lord knows what else. So it's like these contracts that you had with these people have already unraveled. And some of you guys are not wanting to let go. You're not wanting to see that you were betrayed. You're not wanting to see that there's no fixing this. Because you're also very optimistic. Like, you believe anything can be fixed. But whatever this is, it can't. It's like, it's over. And so it's like time to let go. You're free, okay? And then it says reflection. What promises in my life have dimmed, not from betrayal, but from time and change? It says, am I holding on to something out of duty, of fear, or nostalgia rather than truth? Where have I stayed silent to preserve peace, even when the bond had already begun to fray? What do I fear will happen if I release this oath, connection, or belief fully? Dang. So that's what you need to ask yourself. Why are you so afraid to let this person go? And it could be because you're remembering all the good times you had and all the things you've been through with this person. It's like the nostalgia, like you're hanging on to the good, you know. But it says, what promises in my life have dimmed, not from betrayal, but from time and change. So it's kind of like, even though there was a betrayal for a lot of you, it's also the time and a change. It's time to change. This person, unfortunately, cannot go where spirit is taking you. Like I said, it's a video. Imagine it as a video game. Okay? You did the hard work so that you can get to the next level. This person did not. They didn't play the game right. They didn't play their cards right. So they don't get to go to the next level. And that was their choice, not yours. So don't be feeling guilty or bad when they have to be left behind, because they had a choice to play the game right, to work hard, to get to that next level so that you guys can continue to grow and get to the next level together time and time again. But they didn't choose to do the work. And I think that might be why the Eight of Pentacles fell on the floor. I just now realized that. Out of all the cards that fell during this video, it was the Eight of Pentacles. Whoever this is, they did not do the work, and you did. And that's another thing you have to be careful of, because a lot of people may want your position, Sagittarius, or whoever you are, but they didn't want to do the work and go through hell and back that you had to go through to get to where you are. A lot of people want to swap destinies with you, not realizing what you've had to go through to get to where you are. You worked your ass off to get to where you are. Don't let them take that from you. Okay? So I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.